With JR leaving the promotion in 1993, they said, I could do this now. This is AI Buddy Landell, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a dumbass and get offended by anything on this show. And if you do get offended, that's a you problem. Before I throw it to the fellas for another banger of an episode, shout out to all the BTT patrons, including the largest Patreon contributors of the show, Disrespectfully Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Mike Childry, Joe Ice, Good Old Justin, and Mike H. Now, enjoy this Outlaw Mud Show podcast, and remember, if it don't snow, it don't go.
Hi, everybody. This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend, and you're listening to the Book in the Territory Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know I would rather slam my cock in a car door than to miss the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper, my illegitimate son, on Booking the Territory podcast.
Woo, Messi, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man. Tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss Booking the Territory. Oh, yeah.
This is the one-man gang. You're listening to Booking the Territory Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where today we are covering WCW Saturday Night on TBS from February the 27th, 1993. This is part 2 this week. So we did part 1 last week. We're doing part 2 this week. If you listen to this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on the video. And lastly, type a comment or two with you like or didn't like about the episode. It really helps the channel grow. I think it was last week. We didn't get a ton of comments, so hey, just say you hate the show, you love the show. Harper needs to go kick rocks. I can go kick rocks. I don't care. Just comment, like, and subscribe. Please do it for us. We would appreciate it. Doc, let me welcome you in. Harper's here. Everybody's on time. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm blessed as always. I got to tell you, I know we're ahead in real life as opposed to this, but it's early September and it was 72 degrees today in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That is a blessing that it was bestowed.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like a gift from Jesus, bro.
It was a gift from everybody.
Man.
I mean, it rained all day, but I'll take it.
You're damn right you will. First of all, what are you going to do about it? Second of all, shut the fuck up.
It beats these triple digits. That's all I'm saying.
It
was good, bro. It felt good.
We're getting ready to start the football season. By the time people listen to this, we'll probably be 3 or 4-0 on our way. The Blue Bombers have worked their way back up to first place. Everybody was freaking out. Everybody needs to just chill out for a second.
Who's y'all's first opponent?
The Cleveland Browns.
Oh. Well,
if you're down to get down.
It's in Dallas?
No, we're going up there. We're going to pillage the city. Well, we will have already pillaged the city by the time people hear this. We'll have knocked the rust off of everything in the Rust Belt. Now, more importantly, now y'all better get your ears completely on this product tonight. Out there, all you lookers, hookers, and bookers in the audience. We ain't gonna be here for a while. I'm tired. This is a short episode. And frankly, I'm ready to go to bed already. I just came from 7th grade football. The shit's like watching old people fuck. It's
Catch the
mud.
ball!
It's mud show.
It's not that bad.
We picked up the W. We got the shutout.
What was the score?
12-0.
Hey.
How'd you get 12?
Well,
2
touchdowns and no kick?
They missed both 2-point conversions. So Trell's the kicker, but they won't let him kick because there's too many moving parts on a snap and a hold to try to kick for these kids.
Oh, okay.
He did get to punt. Need to teach him next time not to punt it straight down the middle.
All right.
Anyway, get your ears on us because we're going to be here. We're going to be in and out. We're going to be crisp and clean. Know what I mean? Whatever. But what I have heard on my way into the studio tonight is that Harper is about to regale us with a story of Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah.
The home of the Raging Cajuns. Harper, how you doing and what you got?
I'm doing great, Doc.
Okay.
Super. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. So speak on it. What you got for us tonight?
No, we had a show at Lafayette at the Cajun Dome Convention Center.
Is that the basketball arena?
It's literally like right across. They got a breezeway connected it. It's from the Cajun Dome to the convention center.
Okay.
And I'm leaving the show, because I drove, and I'm like, you know what? I'm getting me some goddamn fucking Boudin, bro, because I can't.
Why not? You're there.
Right. Bro, I got a fucking Boudin ball, bro. Stuffed with fucking pepper jack cheese, bro. Oh my God, dude. It's fucking delicious.
It's like circle, dot for you, huh?
Oh my God, yeah, bro. I love me some Boudin balls, bro.
Grow up.
Oh
so is that
God.
The end of the story?
No.
Okay.
Then I'm driving,
and
I see a sign that says, you know how when you go down like the interstate, like the food, the hotel signs. I see Whataburger. I'm like, what? They got a Whataburger fucking out here? I said, my fat ass is going to eat it again.
Oh.
And I got some fucking Whataburger so I can be like y'all.
How was it?
It's fucking good, dude.
People are either really high on Whataburger or pretty low on it. There's usually not a middle ground.
Kid, for what it is, it's very good.
So if you're not familiar, Whataburger is a mostly Texas, starting to branch out, fast food, but don't let that get in the way because it's not real fast. It's called Whataburger for a reason, and I don't go there very often because I'm usually in a hurry. But I mean, it's all right. Mike, you're a transplant to this part. What do you think about the Whataburger?
I told Harper we were finishing recording last week when he was talking about this, and I, believe it or not, was here for probably a good 2 years before I had Whataburger, and my wife was the one who introduced me to it. And the first time I had it, I was like, man, it's a pretty good burger and fries. And then short time after that, she introduced me to the breakfast on the bun. So, the sausage, egg, and cheese on what is basically a hamburger bun. My God, that hit the spot. And I was like, this place is dangerous. I can only come here on an occasion here and there. I probably only eat there 3 to 4 times a year at the most. Because if I ate there once a week, I'd be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And dead possibly, because that place is, I like it. Like it's like you said, Doc, it's fast food, but it's really not because they basically cook everything to order. And I think it's great. I told Harper, I was like, yeah, you ain't got to tell me, I'm sold. I was like, they're all over the place where we live. I mean, there's one just a few miles no matter where you're at. A few being 2 miles maybe at the most, but they're kind of like almost like McDonald's. They're everywhere in the area we live in. So yeah, I love it.
Pro tip.
That's just me.
Here's a pro tip that only the locals will understand. If it's after any time at night, if it's late enough that they start serving breakfast and you're hammered, the breakfast taquitos are always a nice play.
A breakfast taquito.
God damn, it's a breakfast burrito, like bacon, egg, and cheese, and you're hammered. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And the thing is, you could tell, like, the lettuce and all was, like, fresh, because it wasn't, like, I think someone actually back there cut it up.
It didn't come in a box and it said add water.
Right.
So you didn't like go to the show and then like fight off the locals and ether somebody and get some rats. You just started eating.
I wanted some Boudin. Yeah, I wanted Boudin, and I saw that Whataburger. I was like, oh, bro. I said, when am I going to be buying goddamn Whataburger again?
Maybe Harper really has grown up.
I'm thinking, fuck it, bro.
I don't know. I'm still getting messages about that's pretty rich of Harper. That's pretty hypocritical of Harper telling us to grow up when he's the biggest mark for 30-year-old wrestling and he's got a Pac-Man clock. I mean, it won't end, man.
Hey, I'm looking at the Pac-Man clock right now.
I bet you are.
It's got the same batteries in it, bro. I don't know. It won't die.
From 5 years ago?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's pull them suckers out and study them for science.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's nice.
So how was the show? Did your guys win?
Well, I didn't manage anyone. I just did commentary.
You just went.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got an easy payday, man. I just did commentary.
Yeah, for real.
Best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It goes off to a running start. I was waiting on a. Oh, go ahead. Good. I was waiting on Doc for a follow up when he just said I just did commentary, but you know.
My shit kind of blinked up for a second, so I tried to say something, but it's probably past now, so fuck it.
I hear you. Anyway, all right, Doc.
I think we should talk about wrestling, and then I can go to bed.
All right. So we're talking part 2 of February 27th of 1993. We're still coming off the heels of the big pay-per-view that you can only listen to our review of at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Not only will you get Super Raw, but you'll get all of our pay-per-view reviews there and Clash of the Champions, all 20 plus that we've done thus far. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Get the video version that I'm just getting started here, along with 400 plus, maybe up to 500 now, I think, Patreon exclusive shows. This week's episode, again, it was taped February 23rd of 1993. It was taped, like I said last week, after Super Brawl 3. Doc, do we need to go over, Bill Watts is resigning and who's in control, or have we beat that horse to death at this point?
I think everybody knows it. I mean, we have here's the thing. The patrons know it because they listen.
All right, just making sure. I know we talked about JR on the pay-per-view, so that's the only reason why I said, do we need to talk about
we covered that. Yeah.
We covered the event, right?
We did cover the event, but we also covered the changes last week because it led to Jesse's haircut getting covered.
That's right. Oh, my God. I posted that clip to YouTube. I had to do it immediately. I did it like the next day. I was like, I got to clip this. Harper cutting a promo on these dudes, like these mega mullets. I mean, that was just insane. Harper. It looks,
hold on.
Look at that. It looks like a horse's ass.
Hold on. So we've started the episode now. Here comes Maxx Payne. But I need you to describe TC Carter in the ring.
We've talked about him before, but I'm going to rewind for Harper. But we're going to Maxx Payne versus TC Carter. Harper, how would you describe TC Carter's in his get-up?
Oh, he smells like weed, and he's about 50% homeless.
Oh.
Bruh, that is going to get me so much hate mail.
Why?
Oh, no.
I mean, what do you want me to do, lie to you, Mike?
I guess you could have said weed and cocoa butter, which really would have got you canceled.
Yeah,
like you
did
with the
worse.
Yeah, it didn't stop you from doing it with the jive tones, you racist asshole.
Right, you know what he looks like?
He looks like he's got some. Go ahead.
He looks like he just got kicked out of his fucking mama's house, and he's trying to get back with his fucking ex-old lady, so he's got somewhere to fucking stay.
I thought you was gonna say he looks like he drives his old lady's Altima and picks her up from work, and he's always late.
You know what I watched the other day? Fucking Baby Boy, dude.
I remember that movie.
Dude, that movie's badass, bro.
That movie is so stupid.
I love that fucking movie, bro.
The acting is terrible.
I mean, bro, it's not going with the fucking wind, bro.
Obviously. Jesus.
I love Baby Boy, bro. I feel so bad when I do, but then I feel like, bro, I mean, you're the one 20 years old that got 2 chicks pregnant. you put yourself in a situation.
All right. All right. Back to TC Carter, who does not look like he smokes weed and drives a Monte Carlo.
No, Mike, what's he look like then? But you know, I bet he's vegan and he drives a Prius. That's what he looks like.
Will you stop being racist?
I'm not.
I love it. I love it. There's gonna be people go, "Oh, Harper's a racist." He's
I thought I was black.
Believe me, he's not racist. Okay. Jesus.
Oh boy, well, I could just picture him in that fucking '82 Pontiac Grand Prix, bro, with the dates on it.
No, he looks like he's driving the 92, 93 Ford Mustang 5.0, like the one they had in Menace to Society. I could see him bouncing in that one.
Here's the problem: that car's too new, because this is in '93.
It don't matter. I could still see him driving it. Look at that get up, the bucket hat, the jacket.
Oh,
the huge gold medallion. I mean, that thing's huge. Look at that.
I bet he's going to CC's to go shoot some pool.
Oh yeah, he's going to CC's pool hall in New Orleans afterwards for sure. I'll walk in with him. I got his drinks that night. Anyway, the most entertaining part of Maxx Payne versus TC Carter is the intro when we talked about TC Carter looking very dapper, if you ask me.
I want to see TC win.
Well, you won't. And here's the thing, man. What is Maxx Payne? He's goth and weird, but now he's got a sky blue.
I don't know, bro. It's almost like, okay, I don't have any gear, so I guess I'll just wear this.
Well, he's going to transform, and it's like right now he's starting to transform his look. Because if you notice, he doesn't have the frizzed up hair. That was a nice backdrop TC Carter took right there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He doesn't have the frizzed up hair. The hair is now laying down. And yeah, I don't know what the teal or turquoise or whatever color freaking blue that is he's got. But he's slowly transforming, and he will transform into a better version of Maxx Payne. I'm still not a fan.
So Harper, his finisher's called the Painkiller.
Like the Priest album.
Right, but remember he also did Megadeth not too long ago.
Yeah, well he's been watching Headbangers Ball recently.
Haven't we all? But here's the thing. Did you like Painkiller?
Oh yeah, dude.
I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago when we did a show without you, and I was trying to have this conversation with Mike about Painkiller, that record, and he was like, "You really need Harper for this," and I was like, "Tell me about it."
Yeah,
so,
that was my Priest album, because that came out like in '91 or something. So like I was the perfect age. Oh yeah, dude, that's some speed metal shit.
Yeah.
But like if you listen to like Ram It Down and Turbo Lover, it's like, oh God, dude. Like people forget that Priest put out some shit that was horrible in the 80s because they like tried to change their sound to sound like the 80s hair band shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they said fuck it and put out Painkiller.
Yeah. And then everything else was fucking badass after that.
Right. So maybe we should hang out with Maxx Payne sometime. I think we all have the same taste in music.
I'm cool.
Okay. I'll tell him to cancel.
Okay.
I can't get past the promo because every time now I'm listening to some rap or R&B.
Hello, me.
I start like I was
this way of life.
I was listening to Warren G the other day, and I'm like, just hit the east side. Like I start talking like I'm cutting a promo instead of the rap. And I'm thinking to myself, this dude really did this for a promo.
Inside, it's always 2020, but looking back, it's still a bit fuzzy. Something, nice story, tell it to Reader's Digest. Feeling claustrophobic like the walls are closing in. Blood stains on my hands, and I still don't know where I've been or whatever. Remember that?
This is
sweating bullets.
Remember when I told you I really needed Harper for that segment a couple of weeks ago?
That was it.
That's what I needed.
Okay. Well, speaking of Maxx Payne's promos, y'all got to tell me if he's quoting lyrics here. Here it is after he beat TC Payne.
A tremendous win for Maxx Payne here on WCW Saturday Night.
You know, that was a very inspirational speech by the man who was just here. But he forgot to mention one name, a very overlooked name. Yeah, Ric Flair, you should be worried. You should be worried about Barry Windham and Big Van Vader and the other guys. But what about me, Ric Flair? If you don't believe I'm bad and equally as contendable as anybody in the WCW, ask Johnny B. Bad. He'll tell you, Tutti Frutti isn't so threatening anymore. So Ric Flair, when you talk about devastation and disaster, you better consider this guy, because I'm everywhere, and the painkiller is irresistible.
When we come back, Dustin Rhodes. Stay with us, fans.
Did we get any lyrics there?
Yeah, that was from
He
Vogue.
is the painkiller.
The painkiller? Yeah, come on. The painkiller. Fuck, man. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, my note here was talking to the mic, fat boy.
That's nice. He does look like a dollar store tugboat kind of, huh?
I wouldn't insult Tugboat like that.
Because you see, once he takes that jacket off, nothing about him screams metal or rock
Right.
or fucking whatever. Because his gear is it's like typical like jobber gear, and he has no tattoos. Which, back then, it's not like it is now, where the whole world fucking looks like a walking coloring book. But it's. I mean, once he takes that jacket off, he's
By
just
the
some
way,
guy with long hair.
we need to get back to the place where not every Johnny six pack and has like a sleeve.
Well,
or
that's just
somehow
the way it
Listen.
is now.
It's just,
Listen, it was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Come on.
Dre walked in with a gang of Tangeray. Turn out the lights and shut the door. But for what? We don't love
them
hoes.
Harper.
I got a pocket full
If
of
you're-
rubbers and my homeboys do too.
Jesus Christ. I mean, just like, what are we doing, man?
Nothing. Next
Oh,
match.
God. So then we go to Dustin Rhodes versus Wild Bill Irwin. Orndorff joins Jesse and Shivani on commentary, and Paul Orndorff is talking about Dustin being good, but he lacks experience. And then Orndorff talks about he's won plenty of belts, and he knows what it's like to keep them, but he's here without a belt right now, which I thought was great being a heel from him. I know how to keep belts. I'm here. I don't have any right now, but I know how to keep them. Anyway, Doc, any thoughts on old friend Wild Bill here versus Dustin Rhodes?
Yeah, this was a good TV match. It was quick, but it was good. And it was just, I said, this is a pro wrestling match right here.
Totally agree.
And I wouldn't mind seeing Mr. Paul and Dustin get it on.
Get on. If it's too
They
rough.
can't get along, so they got to get it on.
Yeah.
You get
Why
tired.
not then?
If you get tired, I'll take over.
Wait,
No.
what?
Mr. Warndorf. You know what I'm saying, Dutch? I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, Dustin's going to win. This was a weird looking bulldog, I guess. I don't know.
It worked.
Yeah, what'd you say?
It worked. It got the 3
Yeah.
count, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
You
they
can't pin
had
him
it
if it didn't
on-
work.
on the ring now.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to go like that. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's Wild Bill, and we like Wild Bill, so there's that. All right, Doc. Any thoughts before we go to the promo with Mr. Warndorf and Dustin Rhodes? Warndorf. You know, people who didn't listen to the Smoky Mountain Show have no clue what we're talking about.
Well, that's
Everybody listened. Everybody listened. If you want to be in on the gag, you have to be in on the gag.
All right. Well, let's go to Dustin Rhodes here. He's cutting a promo.
Hey, boy! Rolls over on top, hooks the leg, and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Come here a minute, big boy. Hey! Come here a minute. I want to know one thing, my friend. I want to know one thing. Why aren't you man enough to put that belt up against Mr. Wonderful? You know something? You can't keep running and dodging and hiding behind the WCW rules. Sooner or later, the people want Mr. Wonderful to wear that belt. Not you, my friend. Me.
Anytime, any place you want a title shot with me, you go through WCW. You sign your name on the dotted line.
My name is on it.
Everybody speaks to you with respect. Well, I'm going to do the same, Mr. Wonderful. But I got one other thing to say to you that everybody else knows. You want to know what that is?
Yeah, what is it? What is it?
Paula!
My name ain't Paula! My name ain't Paula, man! Who you think that
That Paula thing is going to become...
God. Remember that?
Yeah. They're going to do it. They're going to have shirts in the crowd. They're going to have signs. And he's going to keep putting it over big time. So that's nothing new. Anyway.
Did they call him Paula in the WWF?
I think so.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I thought that's where it came from originally.
I thought it came from Smokey originally. No?
No.
I thought
what did Smokey do original?
Come on.
That wasn't... What? That's not why we watched it. We watched it because it was wrestling the way it used to be and the way we like it.
Yeah, Bob Caudle. I miss
That's
Bob.
right.
Damn right.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door.
Mike just walked
ready to make an
door.
entrance. So back on up because you know we're about to rip shit up. That's what Maxx Payne does in his promos. I can't get over it. Harper, you got to start going out there just quoting random rap and rock and roll lyrics in your promos.
Start doing.
And people are like, what the hell's wrong with this idiot?
I want to just start quoting fucking Iron Maiden songs. There goes the sirens, the warns of the air raids. There comes the sound of the gun sending flak. Out of the scramble, we got to get airborne. We got to get up for the coming attack. Right, Doc?
Jesus.
Oh, of course. How could I not?
All right.
What are we doing?
You took the words out of my mouth. All right, let's go to the next match after. Oh, Doc, did you have anything from Dustin and Paul Orndorff's promo right there?
Yeah, let's get it on.
Yeah.
We obviously can't get along.
So let's get it on. So then we go to Van Hammer versus Bobby Baker. I wanted to ask Harper what he thought about this guy. It's a frumpy looking little fella, huh? Kind of short, or maybe it's just Van Hammer's real tall.
He almost looks like I guess a smaller Barry Horowitz, maybe.
He looks like Mike Johnson with a mullet.
Who?
Nothing. Thought one of y'all would catch it, but don't worry about it. Both of y'all said who. That's cute. Anyway, yeah, he kind of got a little Barry Horowitz look to him.
He does. He's got that mullet, just like Barry.
I got a question for you. So Watts made money by cutting the roster, but he couldn't find a way to cut this guy?
Well,
I'll never understand it.
He's got a great physique. He's got great hair.
I mean,
the crowd started singing "We Will." The crowd started singing "We Will Rock You" during this match.
Oh, all right. See,
Jesse said Hammer. Jesse said Hammer looks like or reminded him of Dee Snider from Twisted Sister in the face.
He does have that look. It's the hair.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Is it the hair or the face or both?
It's the hair.
Okay. Didn't they have like longer hair?
Well, yeah.
All right.
He said looks like, not like a twin.
Yeah.
Okay.
On, Mike.
Come on, Mike, get with it. What's this guy's problem?
I don't know, but Van Hammer bores me. Any
Harper,
other
is he trying
thoughts?
to work the room here? What's going
Yes.
We're working the room here or what? Harper, go ahead. They want it, dude. The people love your
What?
Darren impersonations, dude. They love it.
About the Darren, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Harper, what would Darren say about Van Hammer's look, gimmick, and wrestling ability?
Van Hammer, he's just another one of these guys. He looks good. He's got the great physique and the tan, but in the ring, come on, man, the guy's just garbage. He's just there because he looks good, right? Come on. I mean, look at this guy. Get the spray on tan. I mean, nothing about this guy screams wrestler. Just gimmick.
This was ass.
D-Man, does he get more tang than you or what?
No.
Van Hammer, does he get more tang than you, D-Man, or what?
Hey, look. I never been with a 10, but I've been with 5 2s. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, Harper. Fucked up, dude. Why you making fun of me, man? Mike, every time you imitate me, you make me sound like I'm a special fella.
That's nice.
That's what he told me. I really like Darren. No, I'm just messing with him if he's listening. All right.
He's not listening.
Every now and then he'll tune in. Anyway. All right. We got a debut here. So let's go to the next match because that last match was ugh. We go to Vinnie Vegas and Big Sky versus TC McCoy and Terry Travis. This is the second TC we've seen tonight. Big Sky is also known as Tyler Maine. Anyway, Doc, thoughts on this match and anything happening here?
108-19 looked dangerous. All
right. So I wanted to say, first off, Tyler Maine is a big bastard. He's taller than Kevin Nash, or at least looks like it. I'm gonna get your timestamp in a second. I don't want to skip ahead. I got it 107.45, and y'all tell me if it looks like coming up if Kevin Nash like potatoes this guy. Coming up, hold on. Here it comes.
Okay.
Or did I have the wrong timestamp? I don't know. I was just wondering, like, I don't know. It was something about the first punch a little while ago that looked like. Nah, right here. See, this guy's punching him, and Nash gets mad.
Dude. Yeah.
You see that? Like, he's like, nah. Like, the guy right here, he fired up, and I think he caught Nash with, like, a right hand. And Nash was like, nope. And he kneed him once, and that's a second knee. I don't know. I felt like he was like, all right, lesson learned. Don't do it again type thing.
Calm the fuck down. This ain't Starcade, asshole.
Doc, you said 108 what?
But this?
Oh, when he dumped him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is why he's mad at him. This guy's still punching him hard, too. And he just picks him up and just dumps him. What were you going to ask me about it?
Looked dangerous.
Yeah.
Nah. He wasn't going to hurt him. He just threw him down.
Yeah, he's all right.
Shivani breaks the news that Arn Anderson is here at Center Stage tonight, and Shivani says he's going to talk to him. My other note said Big Sky doesn't look bad. He's actually been wrestling since like 87, according to the internet. He's fine. He's better than Van Hammer. Let me put it like that. Doc, did you have any other thoughts from this one?
I didn't have a problem with Big Sky. Just that's the best name we got.
Where's he from?
The Sky.
I don't remember where they said he was from.
Is that like some like Montana type shit or something? Of the Dakotas? Big Sky?
Sure.
The Big Sky Conference.
Yeah, exactly.
He's from Wyoming.
You see? Maybe
he's a big old dude. I know that
109.
much.
Can I see 109.58?
Sure. You're working towards a finish with that one. So we're at 109.
Feels like this ought to be. Feels like this ought to be a finish.
The choke slam?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That should have been done.
Nah, They were going to keep going for it. They went a whole nother, like, almost 2 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Anything before I go to the finish?
No, sir.
All right. So the finish is Nash. Nash is going to end up coming to the ring. Nash, you go to high school with him? Come on, Harper. What the fuck Mike imitate me for? That should make me seem like a special person. I ain't special. Anyway, Nash is going to deliver snake eyes to, I don't even remember which guy this is. And Nash and Big Sky win their match as Big Sky makes his quote-unquote debut. And that was that. Any other thoughts, Doc?
It's all right, I guess.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean,
I don't remember that guy, Big Sky. Is he around for a while? Must not be, huh?
I feel like he is. I mean, he's not. Yeah, he's gonna be around for a little while. But like you said, no, he ends up being Tyler Mane. I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you I remember him a lot. I remember him, but it's like nothing. How can I say it? Nothing like extremely memorable. It wasn't like I'm like, oh yeah, remember when he won the world title? And no, I don't remember that. Like, but I remember him being there, and that was that.
Okay.
But if you have fond memories of Big Sky and want to tell Harper all about it, make sure you DM Luke Hawks and tell him how much you love Big Sky and all the titles he held and all about his career.
He would love that.
He would love that. He actually, Big Sky was in the UWF Blackjack Brawl review that Crockett and I did on Patreon, tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT, that 3-hour ridiculously long show that was pointless and terrible. He was on that. It wasn't pay-per-view. It was a live wrestling show. We go to Barbarian versus Rip Rogers. Barbarian no-sells Rip Rogers chops and then delivers a heck of a lariat. I don't have a timestamp for that one, but wanted to mention that. Doc, anything from this one? Another quick one, I guess.
Who's the baby face?
Do we need a baby face here?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you do.
Rip's a worker, man.
Pin me, pay me.
Yeah.
This was
decent. I always wondered. I'm sure Rip said this before. I wonder why Cornette didn't use him more. I mean, I know he used him, but like, I wonder why he didn't get more time in Smokey.
I don't know. Was he working for the UW? What is the USWA or in Memphis or whatever it was called at that time?
Maybe he had other gigs elsewhere, and he went to the ones on the northern end of the territory because he was in Indiana.
See.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, that's what I was about to say. It was a proximity thing. I mean, if he's, not living in the Smoky Mountain area, I don't remember where he was living at the time. But I know he did some shows there. I just was wondering. All right, Doc, any thoughts on this one?
No, it was a decent little match. It's all right.
Yeah, we're going to get the big boot by Barbarian to Rip, and Barbarian pins Rogers for the 1, 2, and the 3, and that was that. From there, we're going to go to Steve Regal and Eric Watts versus Bob Cook and Chris Sullivan. I did make a note as this match was getting started. Jesse is wearing out Tony Schiavone. At one point, Tony says, if you just shut up sometimes, and Jesse says, don't ever tell me to shut up, Schiavone, and then they go back to covering the match. But Tony...
Look at this.
A few weeks.
Did you go back? Go back. They misspelled Eric.
How?
Did they?
It's a K.
I didn't make a note. Oh, they sure did. They spelled it ERIC. Maybe that's a rib. Who knows? But I'd say it's a rib, but WCW can't spell Arn's name right, so I don't think it's a rib.
Right.
Steve Regal, babyface Regal at this point, and Eric Watts versus Bob Cook and Chris Sullivan. Doc, any thoughts?
121, an hour 21 with sound. Tell me what you hear in the background.
121 even?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about 6 seconds ahead of it, so let me hit play.
Okay.
Eric Watts up on top. of course, has that STF hold, that submission hold.
Yeah, I heard it. Eric sucks.
That's nice.
That's nice.
We're not even in Philly where the smart fans are.
Yeah, this is in
center stage with a bunch of kids and. It's nice. What are your thoughts on that, Doc?
We need more Regal, less Watts.
Yeah.
Regal is going to disappear for a little while. He's going to come back as a different Steve Regal.
We need to get Benoit and Regal in the ring.
All right. Any thoughts on this match?
This went too long.
Boy, did it. Like, as in 10 minutes. And I'm thinking the whole time, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
And I'm so looking forward to the Arn promo we're going to eventually get. Not this week. I don't think it was this week. Well, I know Arn's about to cut a promo, but where he says, now that your political capital is gone, and it just makes you go, ooh, as he's talking about Watts. Anyway. All right, the finish of this match. Look at this forearm by Watts to Sullivan.
That looked kind of stiff, huh?
You think? Dude, he took his head off. Like, look at it. Come on, man. I wonder if he was getting mad at the crowd and he took it out on Sullivan.
Yeah, for real. He's probably pissed because they're booing him. Like, I'll give you something to boo about.
Daddy said so.
Daddy says. STF, Watts, and Regal beat Cook and Sullivan, and that was that. From there, we go to a recap from Tony Schiavone where we're having this TV title tournament that's going on the main event shows. And to recap what's going on so far, Cactus, Maxx Payne, Paul Orndorff have all won their first round matchups. They kind of show a quick recap of that. And remember, there's 16 guys in the tournament, so we got a long way to go on that. But that's what's happened so far, and that's that. Doc, any thoughts on the TV title tournament that we don't see? It's happening on the main event.
Sure. I mean, I'm waiting to see who wins it. I don't know. I literally don't know. So we'll see.
Was that called Mr. Wrestling 2?
Oh, you didn't know that, huh?
No.
They named the brackets.
Yeah. So they got 16 people and they have 2 brackets. And one bracket is Mr. Wrestling 2 bracket. And the other one was, what was it, Doc? I don't even remember.
I thought it was the Anderson bracket.
The Anderson bracket. So one bracket's the Anderson bracket and one bracket is the Mr. Wrestling 2 bracket.
Why? Are they like the captain? Is it like Survivor Series where it's like the Harper, like the Hulkamaniacs, and the captain's Hulk Hogan?
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Maybe they're sponsoring it.
Dude, don't ask me why, but I Googled Maxx Payne and Urban Dictionary.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There's a million.
I think that was an old PlayStation game or Xbox game back in the day.
Yeah, there's not really a good definition. I'm like trying to read them and I'm like, these are not good. Like one definition is a constipated man that can dodge bullets. What?
Maxx Payne.
Like that doesn't make sense to me, but anyway. Not really a good one for Maxx Payne. All right. Let's go now to Arn Anderson. Doc, Bill Watts is gone and we get to hear from Arn Anderson, so here that is.
Hell
yeah. Fans, we're just about set for our main event here on TBS, but before we do, welcome back with me to WCW Saturday Night, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. questions certainly about you, the leg, and your career. I know we saw Eric Watts just a few moments ago. I know there's a lot going through your mind on this one. It's a big night here on TBS.
Tony Schiavone, there was a lot of people that were out there speculating that Arn Anderson was just going to fade to black, go away, his career was over. Well, Eric Watts, when I laid on that concrete in my hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, a little part of me did die that day. The apathetic part of me died. You see, you can get so good at something that you can go out and do it better than everybody else, and you don't even have to put your heart into it. I was at that stage, and I made a mistake. So the part of me that died that day, Eric Watts, was the apathy. That's gone forever. You'll never see the same Arn Anderson you saw 4 months ago. Because when I look in this dressing room back here and I see the energy that Ric Flair generates just walking by, it makes me feel good. When I see Barry Windham sitting in the corner holding that belt, that NWA title, with all that pride gushing out of him, it makes me feel good. When I see Pillman and his partner Steve Austin generating teamwork like they never had before, it makes me feel good. So understand one thing, Eric Watts. It seems to me the big, powerful eagle has flown the coop and left the little duckling to fend for himself. So now it's just me and you, the rookie wrestler, ex-football player, and Arn Anderson, the devout wrestling professional. So understand one thing, Eric. When you look in these eyes, burn them into your memory. This thing's not over. It's just begun. And I've had this strange cramping, Tony. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. All day long it's been cramping in my hand. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know. You tell me.
Let's go to the ring.
We couldn't get this man some TV time during the Bill Watts regime? I'm just asking.
Real.
I'm just curious. Help me out, Doc.
I don't know, man. How great was that?
Yeah, I want to watch this.
Dude, what did he say? The eagle has flew the coop and left a little birdie behind. Holy shit. See, there's another one. I can't remember when at least I feel like I remember, he cuts another one where he talks about, watch, your political capital is gone. And I thought that was an ooh moment. So this one was good too, don't get me wrong. But we couldn't get this man on. They sit this man at home.
Yeah.
Like we don't have nothing for you, Arn. We're sorry. What? Excuse me? We don't have nothing for Arn Anderson? What's going on here? What are we doing? What problem are we trying to solve? I don't get it.
Well, and so what are we going to do with the Horsemen here? This isn't going to be good, is it?
No, but I'll take it, man. Fuck.
Harper sounds defeated. I don't know, man, but I'll take it.
Yeah, dude, for real, bro. I just saw Van Hammer and Maxx Payne, bro.
You ain't lying.
I'll take whatever formation of the four horsemen they want to give me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even, do you know who the fourth one is going to be?
Is Paul Roma? Yeah, it's Roma, Arn, Flair, and is it Barry, right?
Not right now. Well, I'd say right now when they do form. But the fourth one I'm thinking of is Roma. Right. So, I mean, it's not the original, but like Harper said, I just watched Maxx Payne and Van Hammer.
Yeah, dude.
I got no problem with the Four Horsemen forming, even if it includes Paul Roma.
Right. Fuck it. I'll take it. That's all you got? Okay. Right. I'm like an alcoholic, and it's like, oh, well, we only got the old crow. I don't give a fuck. Give me the old crow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great example and a great analogy.
Because I'm starving for it. Just fucking give me the old crow.
Right. He's like,
shoot it in his veins.
Yeah.
Doc, it's been a while since we did this, but I'm gonna test both of y'all here. How old do y'all think Arn Anderson is right here?
Jesus, dude. Everything about this screams F-150. Ronald Reagan.
Dude, he's wearing a shirt that said, "I gotta head over to the job site later and make sure those boys don't make a mess because the housewife at the house got mad the last time we didn't clean up after ourselves."
Yeah.
He's 34 right there.
He's 34 and a half. He's going to turn 35 in September of this year, of 93. And we're in February.
That's a guy with a look right there that if he pulls out his tape measure from the side of his pants that's hooked to his belt, he's going to give you a correct measurement.
to the quarter, to the 16th of an inch. Oh, man. That guy right there knew how to change a light switch, could install anything in his house before YouTube was a thing.
I got to do some light switches this weekend, to be honest.
I just did one yesterday, and that's a shoot.
Okay, I may need to either call Arn or you and get a anyway, dude. You think he has any metric sockets?
I don't know. Harper?
This shit's 5/8 or fuck it. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
16 millimeter, shove that shit up your ass.
So, you know how people say you can hear memes or like you see something and you can hear the picture? I want you just real quick. We're watching him cut this promo. We already heard him, but we're listening to him now. Just look at the intensity on his face. He's not screaming. He's just serious. You can feel the intensity without even hearing his words. Like, you look at him and go, well, that dude means business, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot believe that Bill Watts just was like, nah, we'll sit you down for a little while. Or it was Arn's idea if you really listen to it. But, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, what you laughing at, Harper?
Nothing. It looks like he's screaming at the fucking school board because they got some book in the library with like a gay guy in it.
Jesus. He's worked into a shoot, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say, what's he drive, Harper? You said F-150. I'm surprised you didn't say Silverado.
Oh, yeah. Or Silverado, one of them. And it's brand fucking new, too. It's got
he gets it detailed. Seats. He gets it detailed every Friday afternoon.
Yep. He's got the big shiny chrome bumpers on that motherfucker.
He gets it detailed. Arn doesn't look like somebody who would detail something.
Oh, no. If it's his truck, it's getting fucking detailed.
For real.
It's going to shine like a fucking diamond, bro.
This is back before they had bedliners in the bed, huh?
What do you need that shit?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Does it have AC, Harper?
Oh, yeah, it does, bro. It's the top of the line one, dude.
They had bucket seats in them back then?
Yeah, they had those fucking captain seats in the 90s. That's when they started that shit with the fucking captain seats.
I didn't think it started in the early 90s, but okay.
Yeah, bro.
I'm so used to the big bench seat. Like, I think about my grandfather's old Silverado.
Yeah.
Be 16 of us across one seat in the front cab. Anyway, I take it back. It's 5 of us across and the rest of us in the truck bed. Do that now, they'll arrest you.
Oh, yeah, they would.
Yeah, you're going to jail. Okay, let's continue. Arn Anderson was great. We go to Barry Windham versus Brad Armstrong. This is the main event. Jesse does comment. He says, well, actually, let me play it, Doc. I got the audio. Hold on 1 second. I want to play this audio here. I thought this was good from Jesse.
You know, Shabani, very, very interesting. Arn Anderson. The eagle has flown and left the little duckling.
So even Jesse's talking about Arn's comments towards Bill Watts, although they're not saying Bill Watts' name, but it's definitely a dig at Watts. Thoughts, Doc?
He must not have been very popular.
Does the average fan knows this? You think they'll sit here watching this on TV?
No.
I don't think
No.
the average fan knows.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
But, I mean, some of them are chanting Eric sucks, so. But then again, it only takes a handful of people to get that chant going, and then it takes off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what percentage of people are smart fans back then. No, you know, if you were subscribed to the various newsletters and whatnot.
Can you give me 135.38?
Yeah, well, we're coming up on it. Do you want audio or just play?
No, Barry looks like he's talking. Is he talking to Brad?
Yeah.
Hey, tell him something. Yeah, he's talking to him.
He's
He's
like,
calling
hey,
the spot right there.
He's like, so where do you want to go after this?
Yeah,
right with you.
You want to go with my pickup, Barry, or what we gonna do? I got some Coors Yellow Bellies ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, what would these two be drinking riding to the next town? Not that they rode together.
All of it.
Yeah.
Does Barry look like a Coors Yellow Belly guy or Budweiser guy?
Probably
depends on who's buying.
Yeah.
It depends on who's buying.
I mean, Budweiser was a top beer back then.
Yes.
The old timers back then would tell you, if you ask them what the best kind of beer was, they'd say free.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, cold.
Free and cold. All right, Doc. They started this. They only had about 8 minutes to go. You got anything else from these two? Is they really got after it. It was really back and forth. The crowd was into it. Brad did a great job of selling. Barry was doing the same, selling for Brad, which doesn't really shock me. This was a pretty good little back and forth match between these two. Both of them bumping for each other. Good stuff in center stage between these two. Any thoughts?
I saw some Arachnaman in Brad in this match. I don't know. It just poked out at me.
That's because his mannerisms were the same.
I know.
But it was the same guy.
Yeah. But it was good.
No,
this was good, man.
I know what you mean. Guys. Like right here when he's getting up. But Brad always used to do that move like that, even when he wasn't Arachnaman.
I know.
Makes sense. It was good though. I'm gonna go to the finish if you ain't got nothing else.
Let's do it.
All right. So Windham blocks the Russian leg sweep from Brad, and then Windham then hits that kind of like leaping DDT that he's been doing. And Barry Windham defeats Brad Armstrong, which you definitely would expect here. He defeats him by pin, and that was that. Like I said, good back and forth match. These two got after it. I don't know. I mean, right guy won. Your champion's going to win. Yeah. You're not going to have him take a pin here. What would you call this, Harper? You just call it a jumping DDT? That's what I've been calling it.
Yeah, I mean, you could call it that.
All right.
A DDT.
Just weird. From there, so that was the main event. We're going to go now to Vader and Harley Race, who have something to say before we close out the episode. Here that is.
A lot of challenges. One from Davey Boy Smith, of course, and there's Sting as well.
Tony, before you talk to me, talk to the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the king of the world, the heavyweight champion of the world. And even though I walk through the valley of the WCW, I have no fear because I rule the valley. I am king of the world. And Stinger, I told you to come prepared for war. I told you to come prepared for battle. I told you to come prepared for pain. And brother, it was bloody. And it was painful. And you went back to the school of pain. And when it was all over, Vader stood over you and you were broke and you were defeated. And I asked you, who's the man? Who's the man? Yeah, we all know who the man is. The king of the world. the heavyweight champion of the world, Davey Boy Smith. You want the man? Well, he's standing right in front of you, brother, and I'm not hard to find. All 450 pounds of you. Tell him, Mr. Race, who's the man? Who's the man? Who's the man? We get back to the likes of Ric Flair. Buddy, you were cock of the walk. Right here stands the biggest man on the walk, the world's heavyweight champion. And whether it be you, Ric Flair, you, Davey Boy Smith, or the Stinger, when you come looking for the man in the valley, he's not hard to find. He's standing right here, the world's heavyweight champion. You're on the market on the WCW. You pay rent to Vader. You step in the ring, and you have to pay the rent to Big Van Vader. And who's the man, Sting? Who's the man? You want more pain? You want more blood? You come and get it, brother, because I'm standing right in front of you.
So that's how they close the show. Doc, any thoughts on Vader and Harley Race there, where Vader's calling out everybody and he's being the monster heel that he is?
Who's gonna beat him, man? Flair got called out, Davey Boy, Sting, everybody's gonna get a whooping. He's believable.
Yeah, he's calling out all the top guys. Who's going to do it? You Superman? You Batman? You Green Lantern? Come stop me.
Bro, I was watching this video package with him and Sid and Sting and Davey. Harley Race was in it. Colonel Parker was in it too. This was after Sid passed away, because I was like going back and I wanted to see like right around the time when Sid comes back. Spoiler alert, whatever. Y'all already know this. But there are some goofy vignettes that they do coming up in the next few months. you think some of the stuff we've seen, and the only reason I'm not going to be able to crap on it is because some of the guys in it. Because the whole time I was watching this one vignette in particular, I'm thinking about Doc imitating Harley Race going, "As long as the check's clear, brother." Because there's this one where they're in a boat and it literally says somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico. And they're searching for Sting and Davey, who are on some secret island with some children playing a volleyball game. I'm just saying, man, there's some wild stuff coming up. Even
is that when they're wearing the flip-flops?
That's when
on the beach.
Sid's got flip-flops on.
Yeah.
It's like right after Sid comes. It's a few weeks after Sid comes back, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my God, I can't wait! I can't wait to show this to Harper, and can't wait to hear Harper go, what the hell, man?"
Yeah.
Gonna be good stuff, but yeah, there's some
That
crazy
doesn't
stuff
sound
coming.
promising.
Oh, it's as Dr. Blassie once told me, it's wrestle crap, and it's great in terms of just making fun of it. All right, on that note, it is time to rate it and hand out the Rolex since Ric Flair's back, or the toot toot, whatever you want to call it. Before we do that, I want to remind everyone the only way you can get all of our Patreon shows, which is 400 plus, 500 plus exclusive shows, is by going to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Get access to all that Patreon gold there. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Doc, last week we did part 1. This is part 2, so we're going to rate it now. Let's rate the episode. What are you going to give this whole thing from last week and this week?
This is hard because I don't remember everything that happened, but I do remember 13 minutes of the Ambient Express. But there was some good stuff tonight, so I'm going to give this a B.
Oh, man, I think you're crazy.
What?
I mean, we had Ric Flair last week. There's some good stuff last week.
Yeah.
The Ambient Express wasn't good, but I'm going to give it an A.
Yeah.
Maxx Payne, Van Hammer.
Yeah, but I can't. No, I'm giving it an
The
A.
Coles, the No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
The Coles were
Sorry.
entertaining once Harper started talking about the back of their head looking like a
But we
horse's
don't rate
ass.
Harper. Harper gets an A+ every week. We're talking
That's
about
right.
the show.
Well, there you go. Because Harper went off.
You don't know how to grade then. That's not what we're doing.
Oh, bro, bro, Harper, I don't know who this fucking guy thinks he is, bro, okay? I mean, I don't fucking know. You know, bro, is he even in the business?
Fucking marks, bro, I swear. Just because they got a podcast, they think they fucking know everything. They think they're in the fucking business, but they're not.
Are you a fucking worker or what, bro? I remember I was talking to him one time and he asked me that. Oh, Mike, you a worker, bro? All right. I'm just messing with you, Doc. I'm giving it an A. I got to give it an A. What about you, Harper?
I'll give it a B. It's an hour and 45 minutes. So that right, I mean, you ain't getting no fucking A unless Jesus fucking walks in the ring and starts giving fucking arm drags to the heels.
Oh, yeah, Harper, you think somebody needs to tell you that. I mean, you fucking you guys get on here, bro. Y'all the biggest marks. Y'all some marks. Y'all the biggest marks there is. Bunch of marks. All right, fair enough. Okay, Doc, who gets the toot or the Rolex, or both?
Arn Anderson, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how we don't give it to Arn.
I mean, there ain't no suspense.
Right, that was gold. The eagle has flown and left the little duckling behind. Jesus. Boy, if that ain't saying something. Harper, you got Arn as well?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
Makes
sir.
a lot of sense to me. All right, Doc, anything else before we wrap this thing off and ride off into the sunset on our Kawasaki mules?
I don't think so. No, I think I'm all used up.
I hear you. I'm used up as well. Harper, we're going to get out of here. Let's hit the tagline and let's roll.
Book it, biatch.
Harper is crime broke because AI Bill Watts fined him a couple of months ago. And we keep hearing that you all want Harper to answer questions on the main show. Harper is ready to take your questions. If you want your question or questions answered, first send Harper $5 per question to his PayPal at cc30388cec@yahoo.com. After you send Harper $5, email your question or questions to chrisharper16wildkat@gmail.com. That's Wildcat with a K. And also email booking the territory at gmail.com your question. Also, make sure you state in your email what your name is and what your PayPal address is that you sent the money from. Remember, one question per $5. Kids, get your parents' permission before sending your money and emailing your questions. Lastly, if you missed the PayPal or email addresses, check the show notes and description for the details. And remember, be blessed and be a blessing.
This is A.I. Eric Bischoff. No, I am not the real Bischoff, so don't work yourself into a shoot like these useful idiots in the wrestling media field. With that said, congratulations on making it to the end of this week's show. Don't forget to send your comments about what the guys discussed tonight to Luke Hawks on Facebook and on Twitter or X or whatever the piss they call it now. The rumor is Luke likes answering BTT fan mail. Also, do the guys a solid by liking the show's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages. And don't forget to like and retweet or repost the show on all social media platforms. Lastly, become a BTT patron member where you get tons of extra shows. You can join at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Until next week, piss off.